if we just throw the radio waves out there, the energy, Josh will wake up. Om. Is that a fire alarm?
It may have been.
Yeah, because we're on fire. Ooh,
Oh,
it's
dude,
ringing.
we're always on fire.
What, is
Every
that
conversation that we have, I'm just holding it up to the mic.
Oh.
Ooh.
Hey, Siri.
Yo.
Hey, what up, Josh? You're on air.
Dang, I almost swore.
Yeah, I could hear it right away. Morning, Josh.
Yo, I'll be there in like 10.
Okay.
No, the show's over at 9. You're gonna be here at 10?
Forgot entirely. I'll be there in 10 minutes.
Okay, see you in a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, peace.
Man, what a good start to the day. He literally woke up for this, guys. It's the first time on the show when a person actually woke up during the show.
And he's on his way here. Well, we have a 10-minute countdown now. So what is it? 5 minutes after?
Yep.
So he's got 9:15, 8:15. I don't know what kind of, is it, there's not going to be a punishment or anything.
I'm going to spank him.
Ooh, are you going to just use your hands?
Probably a paddle.
Is it going to be a hand spanking?
No, it's going to be a paddle.
Oh, I got spanked with a paddle one time.
Really?
Yeah. I got hit with a paddle, and it broke.
Really?
And we both started laughing.
Who hit you with a paddle?
It was my mom.
That's quite the turn of events that she just starts giggling with you then.
Well, it was...
She's like, isn't it so funny that it hit you so hard that this paddle broke?
The paddle broke. And what? Yeah, the paddle broke. The wood splinters went in me. They sliced my buttock open, and I was just in shock. So I laughed so much.
Yeah.
And we had a good laugh. It was like a Lifetime movie moment,
Yeah. That's actually what usually happens in Lifetime movies. The mom hits the child,
Yeah.
and then they all have a good laugh about it
They
later.
have a good laugh about it.
It's the same as like after the guy moves home for Christmas that year to reignite his love after he's been doing the stock market forever. Then he falls in love with a woman who hits her child.
Who hits her child? Yep. And it's Josh Dullea and it's Scarlett Johansson. No, those are two bigger. There's got to be two like medium-sized actors.
That was actually like their first movies that made their start, probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think who was it? Candace Cameron, I think, is the girl from Full House. She used to be in a lot of Lifetime movies, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm not even sure if Lifetime is still a network, considering like nobody has cable anymore. Like, is there a Lifetime movies channel?
Oh, there has to be.
Somebody's watching those movies.
Yeah, and his Candace Cameron was like the oldest girl in Full House. Who is?
What about Lori Loughlin? She's DJ Tanner. No, yeah, she's DJ Tanner.
Lori Loughlin was the lady who got in trouble for sending her kids to
college undeservedly.
Yeah.
Did they fake the test scores or something like that?
They either fake test scores or they got scholarships when they weren't on the team, which is...
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. And it's always, yeah, what do you need scholarships?
That was something that came out, though, that I was like, it's rich people sending their kids to colleges.
To rich people places. Yeah, like obviously they're doing that. It's not a thing.
Like, what's going on here?
I think the world was upset because Lori Loughlin is seemingly well-to-do enough to send her kids to college with her own money, and then there's some kids that are working hard to get $700 scholarship, and then Lori Loughlin's like, nah.
I think it's Laughlin.
Laughlin.
Yeah, you get her name right when you slander her.
Yeah, well, no, I'm talking about somebody different. Lori, not Laughlin, that's for sure. It's crazy that she's the one, because there was like 7 of them, I think.
Well, yeah, and her and Uncle Jesse had enough money just to send anyone they wanted to college. They're twin boys. Should have been able to get a scholarship. Their twin boys didn't even need to go to college because they were so good at Uncle Jesse and
Uncle Jesse and the boys. Oh man, I used to have a huge crush on Lori
Yeah.
Well, not because of Full House. She was in a movie called Rad. It was about bicycle
Rad with
racing.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was like pedal dirt bikes. Right? Like the bikes that they
BMX, I think.
Was it BMX?
Pedal dirt
But
bikes.
I swear that they had like numbers on them and stuff.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
it was a bike race. It was like Burt Connor, and it was a bike race, and it was dude. They did dancing. They did. Yeah, I had a huge crush on Lori Loughlin because whoever it is, I don't know her name in real life, but
yeah. The only reason that like they just had the numbers on the front, that's why I thought that it looked like dirt bikes.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No fenders, much smaller. They were pedaling no engines. They did tricks on them.
Yeah, that was, dude. If you look back at my cover photos on Facebook.
Oh yeah, okay.
I actually just had the Rad like cover because it looks pretty rad.
Agreed. I would watch that movie so often, and now you have to pay like $4.99 to watch it on YouTube.
I think I bought it on Amazon.
Good.
For like $4.99 unlimited.
Right. Well, that's one of the things that I wouldn't say scares me, but I don't purchase movies like that anymore. Because I bought. Geez, I don't remember one of the early Marvel movies on one of those services. It was like Movie Magic Keeper or something.
Yep.
I don't remember what it was, but got a coupon for it in a DVD or a Blu-ray or something. But that whole company just shut down. So like,
yeah, then
I
you
had
can't
like
get them anymore.
6 movies in there.
I was wondering the same thing, that if that happened to like how many people bought stuff on their iPods. And then if that didn't they shut down like iTunes?
Oh, I don't think so.
I think like the iTunes store. 1 second.
No, the iTunes store is still there. What about iMusic?
I think
Or
yes.
Apple
1
Music.
second. There's something that shut down.
The government?
Yeah, that too. I knew that like, man, there was something that I was confused about. Which happens a lot.
Yeah, there was something I was confused about too. I don't remember what it was. I think Apple Music, well, I don't know. I don't use any of the Apple services.
Why is the iTunes store closing? In October 2019, with the release of Mac OS, iTunes was split into separate music, TV, and podcast apps. Oh, so just like it was like iTunes app was all in one.
All inclusive.
And that had everything.
Okay. So yeah, Apple Music is basically the music iTunes.
Yeah.
Is anybody getting their movies from Apple?
I don't know. They used to when you would have like an iPod where it was just an iPod and you could buy those. I don't know if people still do that. But I guess
do people
now
still
it's
use
Apple...
their iPod? Somebody's using an iPod out there.
Oh, well, when they have like Apple TV now. And they have different shows, and then you can just buy movies off there.
Isn't there an Apple box? Or an Apple TV? Like, I thought Apple TV was
it's pretty much like
box.
a Roku.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now there's actually like an Apple TV app.
Dang. Apple app?
Yeah.
Apple.
Yeah, and actually, Eve stole the Apple box. Now all humanity is doomed.
Eve?
Yeah, Adam's wife.
She took a big old bite out of it, and now, yep. And they were both naked. And then this snake came by named Roku. Roku the snake came by and was like, no, just take a bite. It's cool.
Yeah.
Just go ahead.
And now we need to have someone die for our digital sins.
Oh, and there are a lot of digital sins.
This is probably, actually, if you added them up, probably the most digital sins.
Oh, man, there's been more sinning going on digitally than the last, 20,000 years combined.
100%. There's billions of hours of digital sins. Yeah. I was thinking about this, like, not that long ago, because, like, a couple of friends that are, like, models, and they'll put, like, on their story, like, can't wait 3 weeks till I get to work with this photographer again. It's just like a sleazy guy, and you look at the pictures that he's taking. They're all like them in bikinis or like with their shirts off, like covering themselves with like their arms. I'm like, dude, this guy is
smart.
Yeah.
No, it's horrible. I mean,
but all the time they're like, he's the best. He's my favorite one to work with. And each time I'm like, that guy is. Listen, there's something going on. He's not.
Yeah. There's something. Yes, maybe you didn't get the invitation to the back room or something, but yeah, there's definitely a quid pro quo going on. Like, oh yeah, I take pictures for Vogue. All you have to do is these explicit acts upon me, and then we'll get you more famous.
Or even if they don't do that, it's like just having those pictures is wild.
Oh yeah, and only 3 of them get released, and then he has like a billion.
Yeah, and it's like, look at these ones that are amazing that he took time to edit down.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's
there's the picture of her where she's like her arms are open, where she's about to push her boobs together, but she hasn't yet, and then they're just naked, and then the one you see is where her elbows are covering the nipple. You know,
we're not seeing
like,
the one where she's holding out the MJ balls. Like, you know,
the 2 basketballs. The picture of the wingspan. That's crazy that I knew you were talking about based off MJ balls.
Well. Very iconic photo.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I used to have... No, I didn't have that poster. I think my buddy did in his room.
That was probably one of the first posters that had that dimensions, don't you think? Because that was only like probably a foot tall by like 3 feet wide or whatever.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's probably true. I mean, I don't know what's Michael Jordan's wingspan, like 7 feet?
I don't know if they did the full actual wingspan. that would
Not
be
that I know
such
of.
a long poster.
No kid could carry it. My kid found a poster on cleanup week of Michael Jordan. That's like a cover of Sports Illustrated, but it's a giant one. And then it was in a frame. I'm like, why did this person throw this poster away in the frame? If anything, keep the poster frame.
I accidentally Googled Michael Jackson wingspan poster.
And there's one where he's holding 2 monkeys. Like, oh, man, there's bubbles.
I was like, what is going on here?
Oh, my God. Wow. What's up, dude? I'm super... wow. Enter Josh. Listen, you said you'd be there in 10 minutes. And I was like, oh, we're counting it down to 10 minutes. Blah, blah, blah. And look at this, dude.
Almost exactly.
Yeah, pretty much exactly 10 minutes.
I can't believe you didn't believe me, dude.
No, I believed you. It was Blaise. He was like, "Yo, you're gonna make it too."
I get it because I woke up from Blaise. I actually on my watch I can like snooze a call or whatever, you know, just by hitting a button, and I hit it and I'm like, well, wait a minute, no one ever called. Like, why? I should probably see what this is. I guess. Yep. And there's Blaise. I'm like. Oh,
yeah,
that's nuts because most people see that and then they hang up.
Right.
Right away.
Yes.
Wait, you saw it was. Wait, are we friends? Friend.
In any other context, any other time, any other day, I would have ignored that call. But I'm a man who fulfills his obligations. And so we're doing good. I got some coffee going, went and urinated and brushed my teeth, and then I got on my bike and I'm here.
Nice. You did bike. We actually were wondering which mode of transportation you'd come.
That's the only one I got, bud.
Got your feet.
That's all I got, man.
Your feeties.
What's up? What do you guys do? You guys talking about?
We were talking about guys that like.
Just guys,
just hot dudes.
We're talking about Michael Jackson's wingspan.
Oh sure.
Yeah.
Did he have a good wingspan?
Not Michael Jackson. Michael Jordan did, but he Googled Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah. So it's like, I was like
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He was measuring different things for that wingspan.
Absolutely.
We were also talking about just sleazy guys. We're girls
pictures.
that are like models. It just happened today where like one of my friends is a model and she's like, can't wait for 3 weeks to shoot with my favorite photographer. And I looked at the guy and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
He's... looks sleazy.
Right. Yeah.
Was it ever popular around here? Like when I lived in Minneapolis, there was a lot of people would go to like these big warehouse parties, but there'd be like girls there that were body painted.
Sure.
And they'd be walking around naked.
Yeah.
But they just had paint all over them, and like everything was just I mean, they were just out in the open.
Sounds like a pretty cool party.
Yeah. Pretty sweet artist. If you ask.
That's what I remember the dude that there was like 2 guys that were like, yeah, we're painting Sabrina or whatever. And it was just like, dude, what?
It was just like wall paint. It looks horrible. Like, it's like cover those puppies up. It's like,
let me just lift that up and get under there. Like, oh man,
they're breaking out in hives.
Those, yeah, they all same deal. Like, oh man, I can't wait to work with. I don't know.
That's cool, man.
Greg.
Well, that's everything. Isn't that just everything you do as a man? Is just like trying to trick women into thinking you're like cool, and then also potentially being able to see hang out with them in compromised physical situations.
Compromised.
I couldn't think of the right way to put that.
Consensual,
obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I think women always end up realizing like, oh yeah, this was dumb. That guy's dumb.
Yeah.
Why let
Yeah,
that guy?
that guy's not
you
cool.
You have to at some level like create some sort of illusion, or else they're going to be too smart. They're too smart. You have to
100%.
you have to like outfox them a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Consensually.
And
Yeah.
then, like, guys have post-nut clarity. Girls do too. Like, afterwards, they're just like, oh.
Yeah, they like post hang clarity. They're like, why would I waste time with that loser,
What was
dude?
I thinking? Like, oh my gosh. And then they move on, and then they're like, "Oh my god, that guy was such a loser." And then there's some other guy who was like, "Yeah, I know, right?" And then they're like, "Crap, I did it again."
Yeah, the cycle just keeps going. They're like, no, this guy's actually a good guy. It's like, no, he's not.
No. Then they just find one with a lot more money, and they're like, "This is a good guy."
Eventually,
then they're like, "He's the best guy." Actually,
yeah. Eventually, they realize it doesn't matter, and they're like, "Well, I may as well have the guy who has stuff."
Yeah.
Because the guys who act the same, who don't have things, that's not as good.
Exactly.
Definitely not as good.
Not as good.
And what's funny is they always end up with a guy that either has crystals or crystal.
Oh.
Either way, they have a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
That's where they end up.
That's good, dude.
Yeah.
I like that.
And they're selling them both.
Yeah.
Yeah. A wealthy crystal salesman.
No such thing. That's funny.
that could probably be a pretty good racket, but
No.
you don't think so?
I went to the
like the healing crystals.
my mother. Yeah, right. That's what we went to a crystal store here in Fargo.
Yeah.
My mom got a bracelet. I don't remember what it was, but she had to get it repaired, and we called over there, and they were like, "Yeah, we can fix it. Just bring it in." The young lady who helped us, we saw her 2 nights later as a waitress at a local restaurant.
Sure.
And I was just like, "Oh, you're not making enough at the crystal store?"
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. That's a passion project.
Well, this is all. I don't know if she was the owner though.
She probably only sells different moonlights or like rocks at certain times, though.
That's true. If she's sticking
good
to
point.
if she's sticking to what it's supposed to be, yeah. I had a girlfriend who used to charge up her crystals on a rooftop on every full moon.
Okay.
Yeah,
That makes. Yeah, I could see that.
it was bad.
Where did that ruse come from? That's the same guy. It came from the same guy who just was taking pictures of girls.
It's the same thing.
like,
yeah,
you can
dude.
charge your crystals by
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, especially today's day and age too. If you're like it's like a liberal girl who like doesn't want to believe in God, but like we're human beings, so like eventually we have a religion of some kind, whether it's an actual religion or not.
Yeah.
So it's like there's a lot of girls like this I know that are like they're kind of cool and they're like a little like lib. And they don't have a family, and so they're like rejecting Christ, and so they're like, I do need something though.
Yeah.
So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna like wear a potato sack, and then every full moon go up on the roof and charge these puppies up. It's like man, that's maybe worse.
Yeah.
Maybe just an hour a week you head over to the old chapel, you know.
Maybe do something on Sunday morning instead of, I don't know, charging your amethyst.
Yeah, and then maybe you wouldn't talk so crazy to me all the time as well. That'd be nice.
Then maybe you wouldn't hit me.
Yeah. Yeah, some Christians are fairly normal. You know, you know? I don't want to date a witch. That's crazy.
Wicked.
It's not fun.
Wiccan?
I think Wiccan is
Wiccan.
the male
Yeah.
equivalent, right?
Oh, really?
I believe
I think so. It's witches
Wow.
and Wiccans, you know.
Oh, dang.
Though these days, let's be honest. The lines become blurred in the Wiccan witch community.
Yeah.
Witch community. Oh, yeah. I identify as Wiccan.
The Wiccan.
I was born a witch.
Oh, a Wiccan is just a person who believes or practices Wicca. So that can be any.
Like,
Oh, so
really
I'm
light
ignorant.
couches that are
What's a male witch?
Wiccan.
A warlock is a
Wicca.
male witch.
As a
What's that? What's that?
as a white guy, I'm not comfortable saying wicker. I prefer to say Wicca.
Oh, man. No, we're going to have to edit that out of there. Oh, my gosh.
My mom's got some sick Wicca furniture. Oh, there, I gotta stop. All right, but
Oh, man. I went to I helped clean up after a party, and there was a wicker couch. had like the pads on it or whatever.
Yeah.
And I went to go. There was this girl moving the couch from like one side of the room to the other, and I mean this whole thing weighs 20 pounds.
Yeah,
right.
tops.
And she's moving it, and there was this. And I don't want to be mean, but she was very overweight and very angry, and she was yelling at her daughter. And she said, and this is why I always remembered it. The daughter started to move the couch, and then she said, "He can do that. He's a man." And then she was like, "Mom, it's very light. I can just push it over." And then she said, "He's a man."
Nice.
I was like, "Yeah, sure. I can help you move the couch." And we both like looked at each other like, like this is very easy. Like just, he's a man.
That's crazy.
How
my
old
gosh,
was
lady.
the mom and how old was the daughter?
The daughter was probably maybe 25. The mom was maybe 45. I don't really quite know their ages, but the daughter was like, a regular person, it seemed like. And then the mom was like, I don't know.
She was practicing Wicca.
She was practicing Wicca on her
Exactly.
A Wicca with a wicker couch.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
and she was dating a white guy who acted like a black guy.
Oh, wait a minute. You mean, hold on. I think I can fill this in.
Yeah. These are on-air Mad Libs.
This is good quality stuff.
Yeah. How's that coffee?
It's good, man. I wake up. I think I don't know if it's because of MS, but I wake up sometimes like I got like one eye of vision. I'm like, I gotta get over there. So once the caffeine hits me, we're good to go. I stayed up just super late. Like I just like completely forgot I was gonna do this. Like usually I remember, and I was just like up at like 1, just like still playing video games. Like, oh man, this is great. I'll wake up at like 10, no problem. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, I'm so dumb, bro.
Oh, what was I thinking? Yeah,
I goofed. I goofed big time. But
I woke up at like 4. I was telling Quay before this. I woke up at like 4:40 and just couldn't fall asleep.
I hate
again.
that,
like,
dude.
This stings.
I hate that.
Too high on Hawthorne Heights.
Yeah, how was Hawthorne Heights?
Hawthorne Heights.
Which
who's Hawthorne Heights?
Do.
Screamo band from like the early aughts, early to mid aughts.
I'm outside of your window with my radio.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was
I
like
don't know them.
it was like from like Blaise and Mine's,
2004,
like
yeah.
like middle school days,
Okay.
like probably more than even high school. So yeah, they're they're like just like My Chemical Romance, like all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Paramore, all that silly stuff. Where was the concert?
At that Up District.
Oh, it was nice.
Yeah.
Who opened for him? Was they have like Silverstein open for him or something?
They had
Shel Silverstein.
Michelle Silverstein. Yeah. Is there a Michelle Silverstein or is it just Michelle Silver?
Well, these days you never know.
Yeah. Emery.
Oh, I remember that band name. I don't think I ever listened to them, but that's like a name I definitely recognize from that era.
Emery, Thursday.
Oh, Thursday.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah.
Yeah. And then who else was there?
They play War All the Time. War all the time. It's a really hilarious song. Like when an emo band like that would like try to like have a real message, it's so funny. They had they had a song like stopping war.
Because it wasn't like Green Day where it was like punk bands. It was like all slit your own wrist stuff.
Right.
And then all of a sudden it's like, we should make something for everyone else.
It's war all the time, war all the time, war all the time. It literally sounds like a second grader wrote it. Like it's unbelievable.
That sounded like Eddie Murphy's song. Eddie Murphy had a song called Party All the Time.
Party all the time.
Party.
That's
all the
Eddie
time.
Murphy?
Yeah.
What?
I think it was like in collaboration with Rick James.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Because, dude, actually, Asher Roth has a rap over that, too, which rules pretty hard.
Asher Roth, the Sleep in the Bread Aisle Asher Roth.
Yeah.
College.
My girl wants to party all the time, party all the time, party.
So wait,
all
is
the
Eddie Murphy
time.
singing that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
God, what a talented guy, dude. I had literally zero idea.
Triple threat, Eddie Murphy.
Dude, seriously, dude.
He can pick up hookers, he can sing, and he can be comedy acting.
Yeah,
Man.
and the fourth thing, be very homophobic. I mean, to have time to be very homophobic on top of that, that's sick.
Well, I didn't know
he got
from the
in trouble
person that he
for-
picked up. I don't think he was that homophobic.
Wait, what happened with him?
He picked up a person
Yeah,
with both parts.
Back then, he could.
Oh,
say,
back in the day.
Yeah.
say different words.
Oh,
But
so he was allowed to. He was allowed to say it was because he had earned it.
Yeah.
like Jim Norton.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that Eddie Murphy was the Jim Norton of his time.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Well, I don't know if he knew.
That's another thing I was going to say.
Is everyone's like, but the person that he was picking up when he got caught.
How could you not know?
Why do you have
He's
a
like, this is the
baseball?
first time, I swear. It's like, all right, pal.
Is it, though?
All right, pal.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not here to slander Eddie Murphy, but what a good song. Good song and good choice in person. I thought, you know what?
His girl wanted to party all the time.
Exactly right.
And this guy.
Just like a fella would.
Oh, man.
It's like she's as cool as the fellas, guys. I swear. She's awesome. We're like, well, I think it's a fella, Eddie. It's like finally someone's right when they say that. It's like, no, she can hang with the guys.
Yeah.
Well, then naturally.
Yeah.
She can play football. She's got good.
Dude, she'll truck stick you, dude. You do not want to Oklahoma drill this lady, all right?
This new NCAA player is sweet.
They used to just be kickers, but she linebacker. Middle linebacker. Got the green dot on the helmet. Directing traffic.
A lot of stickers on those helmets.
Yeah.
The accolades are insane. And the shower rooms are hot.
Yes. Steamy. Good old Eddie Murphy, dog. Hey, rest in peace.
Eddie Murphy. This one goes out for Eddie Murphy's.
Yeah. We're breaking the news. Rest in peace, Eddie Murphy.
Turns out Eddie Murphy dies, and then we're the number one.
That would be sick, dude.
Yeah.
That's why you just have to always just say things are happening if they're not, because then if you do, you have a scoop.
That
Well,
is
you're
true.
clairvoyant.
Oh,
You're one of
yeah.
these crystal people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and if not, you say your crystals talk to you, and then you're just free.
Exactly, dude. It's like, you know how I knew that? Top floor of the old Fargo Theater, bud. Charge those crystals up every midnight. You
Yeah,
know?
I'm sure there's a lot of people doing crystal. It's
Doing
like-
crystal,
That's
playing
one of
the
those
crystals.
things. If you're just, you don't really say it, like, how'd you figure that out? All the crystal, dude.
I can see the future. One of the presidents is going to get assassinated.
By
Which
me.
one? He's going to be riding in the back of a car with his wife in Dallas. That happened.
It's
bro.
like, that's a long time ago,
already,
man. Yeah, exactly.
It's like that South Park when they read Catcher in the Rye and Butters just starts going, "Kill John Lennon." They're like, he's already dead, bro.
So funny.
So if you had to kill the president, who would it be? No, I'm just joking.
None of them.
Oh, yeah.
I would protect all of them with my life.
Yes, as you should.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Talking about misinformation about killing presidents.
Here we go.
Yesterday, a guy walks up to me, and the guy's older than I am, and he's like, "Hey, did you hear about Tenacious D?" And then I was like, "No, I didn't."
Oh,
What
you had-
happened?
Yeah.
So he said that they got into a big argument on stage
Yeah,
because Kyle was like, for his birthday, was like, "Hey, I wish that guy didn't miss Trump
Yeah.
or whatever."
Yeah.
And then Jack Black was like, "Oh, what? And then they just argued, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, I didn't see that they argued on
yeah,
stage. I saw
that's
that.
because you're young. That's because you're young.
Oh, look at this.
So the guy comes by and he's like, "Dude, they're breaking. It's gonna be crazy." And so I took 2 seconds, looked it up, and I saw Jack Black go, "Ha ha ha!" And then the video ended. And then I was like, "Wait a minute!" And they just canceled the tour over backlash for that.
Right.
Yeah.
But he saw a video from like 5 years ago where they pretended to argue on stage.
Oh, wow.
And they just posted it like that. And he's like, "They're breaking up. They're not gonna do it anymore. It's gonna." And I was like, that's how they get you with misinformation. And he was like, "I better do more research."
Yeah,
I was like,
'cause-
everything.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the thing
dude.
that they said now that Jack Black was just like, yeah, we're just going to give it some time to pass over. But I think that was in like Australia or something like that. And the Australian people were like, you can't play here anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because there was some other backlash where someone from the other side or something did something. They kicked them out and they were actually like, we got to be fair. And I'm
Oh,
like,
wow.
oh, that's actually pretty crazy.
Pretty civil for Australia.
Yeah.
They're like, now let us go punch some kangaroos.
Yeah, it's weird. I was gonna
You're
say,
not punching a kangaroo. There's no way.
Oh, dude.
Go ahead and try to punch a kangaroo.
People box kangaroos
Dude,
over there.
Kangaroos beat the crap out
Oh,
of people
they
all
can.
the time.
They can.
Yeah.
But
But I bet a guy's got a punch on a kangaroo before.
Maybe one punch. Unless he was One Punch Man, that kangaroo kicked the crap out of a person.
dude, you know what one of my crazy beliefs is, and you guys can laugh at this if you want.
I would never.
And because everyone else has laughed at me, so if you do, it's fine.
Okay.
So just so you know, I'm bulletproof right now.
Yep.
So come at me all you want.
Okay.
Dude, I think I could kill a bear with my bare hands, dude. They're so, you know what I mean? They come at you, they're like, oh, you just duck under that arm, get around them, dude, lock in, jump on their back, lock in, and just choke them out, bro. I could kill a bear, dude.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So you're saying you'd get on their back?
Yeah, they would do their like their slow, stupid bear swing, and you get under it and you just jump and you lock in with your heels, like you find like a rib section, just dig into some meat between some ribs,
Yeah.
and then just get on their neck and just squeeze, like literally break your own arm squeezing them.
I wonder if they can move their arms back well.
I don't think they can. They look like they don't got too much of it.
Yeah.
Because I think they walk on all four
Yeah,
like
exactly.
a dog, but they can also stand up.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But-
So it's interesting because like you ever try to like pull your dog's arms, they can't do anything, dude. They're like
Yeah.
literally
Those
like
are
in a,
straight.
there's
Like
no.
this. You're like,
It's
no,
all
just give me a hug.
vertical
Snap.
movement. That's
Yeah.
it, dude. Yep. So I think I could kill a bear.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that dude, when they went for their slow swing at me, I would just use it like super punch, Little Mac punch out.
Oh, sure.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, the counter punch. Yeah.
Yeah.
She,
Like, okay.
yeah, dude.
I'd have to watch him take a couple swipes so I got exactly how
Yeah.
he did it to time it
timing,
out
yeah.
right.
Okay, I'll admit that would be a much cooler way to beat the crap out of a bear,
Yeah.
dude. Just like actually just squaring up. Be like, all right, fella.
Yeah, you do it the old Jack Dempsey style.
I'll give you the
like,
old
okay,
one too.
yeah.
I will.
Oh, Barry, think you can get me? No way.
I popped him right in the kisser. Back down, bear.
Right here, we see Joshua fighting a bear.
Yeah. That's mine's like the dirty way to fight a bear. It's like, yo, if you're in the woods and you take a bear down by choking him out, like you're kind of, weak, dog. Like,
Yeah.
that's not, but Blaise, dude, Blaise squaring up and just uppercutting a bear and killing it would be the most insane thing ever. You know how badly your hand would get destroyed on a bear's jaw?
See, what I was thinking is I would get right in between the
the
jaw.
meat. The meat.
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
go
we're
like
all about
right,
finding the meat.
right under there, and then it just goes through its face, through its brain. I don't even need to break any bones. I just go through all the soft
It's like
cartilage.
hydraulic.
Yeah. Then I just then I pull
right.
its brain out.
All
right.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
That's actually, I mean, the logic of that is flawless.
I hate
There's
to-
nothing.
I hate to put you in this position, Marquay, but we said we would kill a bear. How would you do it?
Okay, well, listen. Do I have any weapons?
I think you can do it however you want. Now,
Yeah.
Blaise and I decided to use our bare hands.
Yeah.
So,
But we are the peak male anatomy.
that's
so.
true.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you're
yeah.
going to kind of paint yourself in a negative light if you're like,
If I'm using a weapon.
you're like, so I'd grab a chainsaw. It's like, oh my God.
I think a chainsaw would deter you. I don't think that'd be a good one.
You don't think so?
Well, chainsaws, like,
loud and noisy, and they would make you just as cumbersome
you're just
boring
as slow
as
as
yeah,
a bear.
yeah, you're going down to their level.
that's just getting like a quick. You don't get a nice clean cut with that if you're going like
That's true.
swinging.
That's true.
You don't want a clean cut. You want it to be as jagged as possible.
Yeah, dude.
You
Well-
want like a,
Well, I want to cut that bear's head off with one swift swipe. Just kind of like my punches. Everything goes real quick.
Yeah, Blaise doesn't really want to battle. He's like, he just envisions he's going to one punch KO this bear.
Yeah.
Or one swing decapitate it.
Yeah, guys, I don't think you understand my power.
Yeah.
okay.
He,
Well,
he doesn't want to extend the fight. I kind of want to be in there for a second. I want to do a little bob weave, then a duck, then like just see how long it takes. Anyway, sorry, Mark.
Yeah, because actually you'll
No.
you'll
I
have,
prompted you and then immediately cut you off.
you will have battle wounds where I won't. So
Yeah.
yours might be more. People might believe you more, but I'll be like,
Dude.
Josh and Marquay saw me do it.
Yeah, I would.
we were there.
I would tell him the truth about your about your punch through the bear's brain. I would definitely be like, no, trust me, he's not lying. It's like, and I know a thing to do about fighting bears. I show my scar, and then all the ladies come to me. I'm like, yeah, good call on that punch, Blaise.
pretty smart, and I'm over here holding a chainsaw, like, come with me, girls. Like, no thanks.
Check out my coven of harlots, dude.
Yeah, Marquay. Then Marquay actually just has a mask, and he turns into the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, exactly. He's
Leatherface.
Yeah,
Yes,
and then
Leatherface.
we run into an abandoned building, and all the girls are like, "Oh, I'm gonna die."
So one of the girls stops, unties her shoes, and then starts running again. And falls over, and she's like, "Come on, lady."
And then Eddie Murphy's girlfriend turns around and just kicks you, takes you down, dude. Just lowers the boom on you.
Like, dang it.
You're like, yeah, you thought that one was
Welcome
scaredy
to the party.
cat, huh?
Yeah, dang it.
That's a
Getting beat up by Eddie Murphy's girlfriend in this scenario. How would you kill a bear? Well, I wouldn't. I'd get beat up by Eddie Murphy's ex-girlfriend.
which, in some sense, is getting beat up.
Oh my God! It looks like she killed the bear.
Yeah, I would call up Eddie Murphy's girlfriend and be like, I got a bear problem.
She's in the phone book. Do you have a bear problem?
Yeah. I need you and Dr. Doolittle over here stat, all right? We're going to try to talk this bear down. If that doesn't work, I need you to do some damage to this thing.
And then Eddie's Murphy girlfriend actually has to call Eddie's Murphy actually has to call Eddie Murphy to be Dr. Doolittle again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. His reputation's already been ruined by her too, because this is an ex-girlfriend. I don't think it's current.
That's not a current girlfriend.
So it's gonna be like a whole thing, and yeah, it's gonna be good for a bunch of movements though. So
She's like,
good.
she's like, I actually don't get along with Eddie anymore. She calls the first Dr. Doolittle, whoever that other guy was.
Jerry Lewis.
What was it, Jerry Lewis?
Wait, so there was a Dr. Lewis before that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh, really?
Jerry Lewis.
Yeah, that was a remake.
Yeah,
So there was a white Dr. Doolittle, or is Jerry Lewis a black guy?
He's white.
probably both.
He's white.
Jerry Lewis was a white guy, and I'm just saying there probably was a black Jerry Lewis at some time.
Oh, I'm sure there's a black Jerry Lewis. Let me go on a limb here.
Jerry Lewis was a comic actor from the 60s.
Sure.
And then he did Dr. Doolittle, Flubber,
Oh, really?
the Nutty Professor.
The Nutty Professor was a remake too.
Yeah.
So Nutty Professor was also white, dude.
Yeah.
In both scenarios.
That's actually stolen valor by.
I would have to agree. Nutty Professors are supposed to be white. All right.
Yeah, that's why they remade it from Disney with Flubber, and they didn't call it the Nutty Professor. They called it Flubber with Robin Williams.
Oh, really?
But it was like, I mean, it was
No,
like
the Nutty Professor was the Nutty Professor. That was with Eddie Murphy.
Also with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
What's the Nutty Professor? That's the one where he becomes
He
cool.
becomes fat, doesn't he?
No, he
Yeah,
was.
but he's-
I think he was fat,
and then he like becomes really cool.
yeah, I can't remember this at all, but
So Jerry Lewis did all of those movies, just so you know.
really, that's
Actually-
crazy, dude.
It says Rex Harrison. Jerry Lewis isn't.
Were people
listed
upset?
at all.
Were people upset in the '90s when they're like, "The white guy's supposed to be playing Flubber, man"?
Nah, nobody cared. Nobody cared. Like even
Flubber was a little.
You're right. I know. Flubber used to be white,
Flubber
dude.
was supposed to be
Flubber was-
white.
Flubber
If
was green.
Flubber was white, there'd be some talks.
I think
That's a different type of movie.
Yeah. They're like, that liquid's supposed to be white and creamy. I swear to God. Why is it green?
why is it green and viscous?
Oh man, that's
Yeah.
sick though. Good for Eddie. Good for Eddie Murphy.
for Eddie.
Dude. Taking white
Okay,
roles
well-
in the '90s, dude. That's ahead of your time, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's way ahead of your time.
Dude,
Okay.
Rex Harrison was actually the guy who played Dr. Doolittle in 1967. And his original name was Reginald Harrison.
Oh,
Another Reggie.
yeah. Look at
Oh,
that.
Reggie.
Was he a white guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
They didn't put black people in movies back then.
I didn't think so, but I had to ask.
They did.
What about Sidney Poitier?
Sidney Poitier. Yeah, he won an Oscar basically for being black in a movie.
Well, sometimes it's all you need.
It's it wasn't In the Heat of the Night. Maybe that was the movie.
Was it Look Who's Coming to Dinner?
That might have been it.
Could have been.
That might have been it.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Whenever it's like, who's coming to dinner? It's like, oh, a black guy. That's the whole point of the movie.
Yeah, like,
Look who's coming to dinner. Who could it be? Well, just a black guy.
they-
What?
They
That
remade
was
that
a
movie with
different time.
So funny.
They did that one again with Ashton Kutcher. I mean, he was the guest coming to dinner, and Bernie Mac was like, "Hey, yo,
Oh,
what's this white
yeah.
boy doing at my
Flipped it?
dinner?"
Yeah, I forgot about
dude.
that.
I bet that had an equal cultural impact.
Ashton Kutcher, that was his dad, right? Or his boss's daughter.
Yeah, something like
Right?
that.
My boss's daughter, is that the one?
No, I don't remember what the movie was called, to be honest.
Ashton's coming to dinner.
He
Ashton's coming to dinner.
Yeah.
and he brought Mila.
He punks Bernie Mac by by wearing blackface. He's like, I was white the whole time, Bernie.
I got
You got punked.
good. No, there's a movie called Soul Man where the dude takes C. Thomas Howell as a pretty good 80s movie. But he takes these tanning pills. There's pills that make you tanner.
Oh, dear God. Yeah, that is a movie that probably shouldn't be released.
Well, the 80s were a different time.
Oh, no, it was out and it was there. And it was, all the stereotypes were covered. He got to date Ray Don Chong.
Yeah, she's attractive. But, man, when you look at the makeup on here,
On
not
Soul
very
Man?
culturally sensitive.
It was a different time.
Yeah, and they even have, they make love in the movie. Ray Don Chong and...
Oh, so he went full body.
Well, he's taking tanning pills, so it was just all over. You know what I mean? It was from the inside out. But it didn't make,
Gotcha.
That happened in Seinfeld one time when Kramer was tanning too much.
Yeah, he's rubbing butter on himself.
Yeah. And then
And that was for something different, though, I thought.
No, it's because he wanted to be allowed into the he wanted to be allowed into the Puerto Rican clubs in the village or whatever.
Oh, man. Do they still
The Puerto
air
Ricans,
that
Jerry.
episode?
The Puerto Ricans, Jerry.
they're not Cubans
Like,
because they were trying to get different cigars.
I'm going to have to look that episode up. I haven't seen a lot of the Seinfelds, but I have seen a lot
It's
of
the
them.
greatest show.
It is, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I think that those are two different things because I think that Kramer actually just fell asleep while he was tanning
Yes,
with
that's
butter.
what happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Wayne Knight tries to eat him. It's
Because
true.
he sees him
Hello,
as a turkey.
Jerry.
Yeah.
That's
just
that
like-
episode?
Yeah, it's
I've
just-
seen clips from
Yeah,
that
it's just
one.
like the
Okay.
ultimate fat joke.
Yeah, it really is just a
Yeah.
fat guy looking at a guy
He's
tanning
just
with butter.
smelling,
Smells like
just
butter,
smelling
like-
butter. Yeah, exactly.
Turkey over there.
Yep. Good old Wayne Knight. Hey, rest in peace, dude.
He died?
I don't know.
He did now.
Probably.
He is now.
Probably.
That's who
Yeah.
I would assassinate. No
we-
sitting president.
we
Wayne
killed
Knight.
That's a bear you could wrestle.
That's true. I think I could beat up Wayne Knight.
I think
believe so.
too.
There's not many people that I don't think could beat up Wayne Knight.
Yeah, and probably
Couldn't beat up Wade Knight.
He's probably
Yeah, that's
he's
what I
probably old now too. That'd be kind of messed up.
He lost weight too.
Oh, he did.
Oh, that's always weird, I think, when people that is big. Like Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
He always
Yeah,
looked
Jonah
weird.
Hill needs to put some weight back on.
No, he put it back on. He's looked skinny when he was with Brad Pitt. It was almost like that movie Moneyball. Brad Pitt made him feel like such a piece of garbage.
Yeah, that'd be rough.
Yeah,
dude.
look at Wayne
That would be
Knight here.
tough.
Yeah.
Wayne Knight.
Yeah, he's like skinny boy now.
Wayne Knight in Paris.
Wayne Knight in Paris,
Wayne
starring
the
Wayne
Dark.
Knight and Paris Hilton.
Dude, he was the man in Jurassic Park. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, does anybody care? Look, nobody cares.
Yeah.
He's wearing a Hawaiian shirt. He was just a good
Yeah.
guy.
We got Dots in here.
Yep.
God, what a movie, dude.
Yeah, and then he just gets eaten while he's taking a dump.
No, that's not him.
Isn't it?
He's trying to find he's got the DNA in the capsule or
Dino
whatever.
DNA.
And then he's driving the Jeep. The Jeep crashes. He hits the sign, but then the sign spins around. And he doesn't know which way to go. And then the spitter.
Who gets eaten on the
It's
bathroom?
just a regular guy. The guy
Oh.
goes to take a.
Yeah, he's not Wayne Knight, dude. He's a regular guy.
Yeah.
He's no Wayne
He's
Knight.
no Wayne Knight.
How could you confuse a normal pedestrian with Wayne Knight?
Wayne Knight in shining armor.
Wayne the Dark Knight.
Dude, that would be just the Wayne Knight.
Wayne the Dark Knight is when they actually cast him as Soul Man.
Oh man,
We're mashing it up
I'm
now.
not doing blackface, Jerry.
Hello, Jerry.
Yeah, just ends the
doing
door in
black-
blackface. Hello, Jerry.
Criminals. Like, oh man.
Yo, what up, Jerry?
Hi, Newman. Like he's just like the same exact, like no extra reaction to it.
Newman.
Dressed as a postman.
Holy buckets,
Dude, how many people did Jerry date in that show?
Dude, so many. All these
Everyone
beautiful
was a
women, dude.
different-
That's what I was thinking, dude. If you're gonna make a TV show, you got to make them so, like, they don't have to go together, so you can date any girl you want
Right.
on any episode.
Yeah. So it always just be a different thing, right?
It's actually, you just see that Jerry gets mad at whatever George Costanza's real name, and that's why he gave him Susan for all those times. He's like, that's it. You're gonna be with one girl during the whole rest of the show. Then they made up, and he's like, fine, we'll kill Susan off.
Yeah. That's what it was.
What was the? Do you guys remember the name of the lady who had the? Her name rhymed with a part of the female anatomy, and he couldn't remember.
Yeah.
And then at the end, he's like, "Whatever, Mulva or whatever."
I do.
Her name was Gina, right?
I don't know. I can't.
No.
I can't remember that one. But I mean, I remember that episode. I don't remember specifically
name
what that
was.
was about, though.
I've wondered about that for years.
Yeah, dude.
I should just look it up, but it's like one of those things.
Oh, her name was Dolores. That's what it was. Because that's
No
what
wonder we could never find it.
Yeah, he runs out because it's the whole episode. He can't figure out what it is, and then he runs out to. Then he goes, "Oh, I got it, Dolores."
Ah,
That's good stuff, man. I think it's all on Netflix. You should watch it all.
I watch
should.
it every night.
Yeah, it's real good, man.
I watch shows on Netflix.
What's your favorite one?
It's hard to. Well, I don't. It's hard to say because I watch usually movies, and then I fall asleep to the movie. So if I was going to say my favorite show on Netflix, I mean, it's rotating all the time. It's whatever I'm currently watching.
I thought you were going to say Roadhouse for sure.
That's on
Instead
Amazon.
of rotating.
Yeah, it's on Amazon, dude. Get it right.
Get it? Come on. Of course I watched Roadhouse. I've watched both Roadhouses concurrently. I watched one with Patrick Swayze, and then I watched the other one with Conor McGregor.
I put them on at the same time,
Dang it.
Dude, that's
side
sick.
by side.
I only have 4 TVs. I can't do that. One,
Yeah.
2, 3. Yeah, I have 4 TVs.
Dang, dude. And
Whoa.
In one sitting area?
No, they're in different rooms.
What are you
of the
doing?
house.
What are you doing?
Big
Surveillance,
flexi.
bro? Are you like a schizophrenic?
And they're all playing something different. So whatever I feel like.
Your
I just
family
go
goes to sleep. You just immediately turn on the cameras. You're sitting down.
just sit there. The one TV's got 4 screens. in
Yeah.
it.
It's just your,
One of them's filming me.
the rest of them are just on your wife in
Yeah.
bed.
Like, huh?
Making sure that nobody is coming behind you.
Making
Different. Yeah.
sure she's not sneaking out.
We live. I mean, our bedroom is on the 2nd floor, so you'd have to.
Oh yeah, I've snuck out of some second floor windows.
Really? Craziest time.
Well, I would do it like all the time in high school. And so eventually I got my room on the ground level of my parents' house, but I was up there. So it was like there was a path where I could get on my roof, go around to the other side of the house, and there was like a swing set right by the house. I have to like climb down off the swing set to get down.
Okay.
I was much more athletic back then.
Yep.
That'd be
Yep.
a real dangerous thing for me to do today.
Yeah.
But, so I'd do that a lot.
Yep.
And then I got down to the ground level. I had one of those, just like the, you can use the lever and like
An
spin.
elevator with
No,
your-
no.
a hand cranked elevator?
So it's where the window doesn't go up and down. It like kind of like turns in
sure,
and itself.
sure.
And so I have to like get skinny and like slide up. That was much easier.
Okay.
So
okay.
I would sneak out that way. That was always good, man.
Interesting.
Yeah, I liked that. And I'd go and charge my crystals or whatever.
In the moonlight.
They
yeah.
weren't even mad that I was sneaking out. They were just mad like, this is what you're doing?
Yeah.
It's like, go kiss a girl, dude.
Like, oh my god.
Please do something cool. My dad's like, why are you like this? He's like, hey, I don't smell any booze on you. just beats me up.
Oh man.
Yeah.
He's like, you better come back here wasted. I'm
If I
not,
find you with crystals again,
not raising some fruit.
then he just goes up and then you come back after you killed a bear and he's like,
Yeah.
all that training and charging those crystals worked, Dad.
Yeah, exactly.
Been
I'm like,
working. Yeah.
I would have never been able to do this without the crystals. I harnessed the power of the crystals. I killed a bear. He's like, bro, I didn't need you to do that.
You had to go find a bear to kill it. And
Yeah,
the zoo was
exactly.
closed. Josh,
Yeah.
the zoo was closed.
But like, how did you kill that bear? And you're actually like, I actually did like, no.
Yeah.
You actually harnessed the powers.
Yeah,
Have like
exactly.
a huge blast.
It was just telekinesis. Yeah, exactly. I didn't do it in a cool way. It wasn't a physical battle. It was a spiritual domination of this bear.
I like to think that you were like Dragon Ball Z looking at the bear for a while.
Oh, sure, yeah. Dude.
Then you both had your huge power balls coming and meeting at each other.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Because the bear also practiced.
Yeah.
Also a Wiccan. Somehow.
The bear also had a bunch of crystals. You're like, oh no, he's came.
Yeah. That's actually why I fought him.
Prepared.
I was like, this guy's got a lot of crystals. I wouldn't usually fight a bear. I'm a peaceful man, but he's hoarding all of the crystals in this hemisphere. I got to get him, dude.
Bear Jita.
Yeah, exactly. That becomes stronger than my dad could ever imagine. It's like, yeah, who's the little man now? I got a whole pillowcase full of crystals. What are you gonna do, father?
I got a whole bear rug full of crystals.
Yeah. And then your dad takes off his jacket, and he's the giant bear.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, my God. And he's like the leader of the bears. And then he's
exactly. He was just trying to thwart my efforts to take his enterprise down.
He knew what was going to happen. He didn't want to see his cousin die.
He couldn't believe I was going down the same path as him and doing a better job. Literally taking down his second in command, collecting a, good chunk of the crystals.
Barack Obama.
Bear Rock.
Yeah, exactly. So I take down Barack Obama, but my dad's like the shadow government. You know what I mean? So like that bear was just the Barack Obama was just like the figurehead, kind of actually like a puppet, if you will.
Led by the Illuminati.
Led by my dad, who is the leader of the shadow crystal government. Exactly. Yeah. It's all very metaphorical. Like you could really like listen to the story and like get a pretty good like civics lesson.
Yeah, your dad's married to Kamala Barris.
Yeah.
Dang. I said Illuminati, but I should have said
that's pretty good.
Bear Illuminati. I don't know. That one.
No, that's good. Good enough. Good enough. I can't think of anything else.
Kamala Barris is much better. I can't even say it.
Bear Illuminati. Bear Illuminati.
Bear Illuminati. Illuminati probably is the better one. Bear.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we're gonna get that one.
Berenstein Sanders.
Oh man. What's that thing called where like a bunch of people believe that it's one way, but it's actually the other way?
Yeah, that's the Mandela effect. Right?
Yeah, the Berenstein Bears or whatever.
Yeah,
it's Berenstein Bears or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I tried to write a dumb joke about the Palestine.
Palestine. Bear.
Yeah, it's like I remember it being Palestine, and I also remember them winning. I don't know. I also remember them succeeding.
Ah, damn.
I remember the United States putting funding for them, helping those guys out, those fellas. But that's not what happened.
No.
It's the exact opposite.
We need to send more bears over there.
That's exactly right, dude. I could train a bear army, dude.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Once you punch a bear,
once you take down the biggest,
you take a
baddest
bear
dude.
down. Yeah. It's like bear prison.
Yeah, dude, that's how.
Kill the biggest one, and then the
that's
rest.
the way they
follow
operate,
suit.
man.
Yeah,
they're animals. The bears.
The bears.
The bears.
Oh boy.
I'm trying to think of more people that.
more bear puns for politicians. Oh man,
Bear and Trump.
Oh yeah, I mean that's just wrapped around the nose.
But he's not in politics.
Bear and Powell. that's just saying a name with one of the politician's last name.
Colin Polar. I don't know, man.
Colin Polar Bear.
I don't know, dude.
Have you ever seen that
George
show,
W. Bear? Sometimes these guys just go for it, The greatest war criminal of all time, George W. Bear, terrorized the redwood forest.
Bear F. Kennedy. William Bear.
It just doesn't bear.
At a certain point, you hear that Bear Taft gets stuck in a bathtub.
Herbert Bear. Bear Hoover.
Bear McKinley.
Bear Lincoln.
That's a good.
Yeah, dude. See, it's so easy, dude. Everyone acts like wordplay is difficult,
it's
dude.
Not difficult.
It's not difficult.
Our first president, Bear Washington.
Yeah, man. Easy peasy, dude.
Bear Abraham Lincoln.
Mm-hmm. And of course, we're thinking about the most obvious one, Teddy. Literally, the teddy bear was named after
Roosevelt,
him.
yeah.
It was named after him. So that's the easiest way to kill a bear. Do you know the teddy bear story?
You put him in polio?
Yeah.
Give him polio?
So yeah, exactly. You send your near whatever your relative. You send FDR in to make love to this bear and give it polio. Okay.
Oh, Franklin Delano Bear.
Yeah, Bear-esidents.
Bear-esidents.
Yeah. After he made love to that bear, they created the Bear-esidents line. But yeah, so Teddy Roosevelt loved to hunt, right? And people knew that. So like, I guess these people like brought him out to the woods or whatever, and they had just like chained a bear to a tree, like kill him. And he's like, oh my god. He's like, no, let this bear. You guys are sick. So let him go. So that story circulated, and that's how teddy bears got invented.
Yeah.
That's not funny, but it's just true.
Well, that's a little known fact that Teddy Roosevelt actually was a crystal-powered bear.
I think so.
He had to put a crystal in his wheelchair. Is that the same guy?
That's FDR.
Yeah. Whatever.
It's in the family.
Dude, if Teddy Roosevelt would have been in a wheelchair and done all the things he did,
oh yeah, dude. Teddy was the
would have been
bro.
insane.
Because when you said they chained a bear to the thing, I was like, well, yeah, because he can't walk out to the woods. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, okay.
And then he hurled stones at it for hours.
Teddy Roosevelt actually just tied like his wheelchair to the side of a horse as a sidecar. Didn't even ride it like this regular way.
Yeah, dude.
The guy had to lean
Ridiculous.
way over to the side so that he didn't see him when he looked up at the horse. He's like, I'm riding this horse.
Amazing.
Dude, riding horses on the side is one of the craziest things ever.
Yes.
Yeah, especially in a wooden wheelchair.
Yeah.
Insane, dude.
Yep.
He actually invented metal, so.
That's great, dude. That's awesome.
Facts.
That's awesome,
Little
man.
known fact, Teddy Bear-esidents also invented metal.
Teddy bears. Unreal, dude. I like when we get to the end of this thing and it just devolves. It's my favorite.
A lot of good bear talk.
Yeah.
So much, dude. What a time.
Well, we literally woke Josh up today.
Yeah, man. Thank you for waking me up.
We said that was a first.
Yeah.
Covered some Eddie Bearfy. That's dumb.
At a certain point, it has diminishing returns.
I know. I was going for one last one. Well, you want to end with telling us how you'd actually kill a bear, Marquay, and we can get out of here?
Oh, yeah. Let's finally get down to that.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, listen, I'm going to be honest. If I saw a bear in the woods, I'd hope I'd have some honey, and I would just put that honey, like, in my nether regions, and then while he's looking, like, trying to get that honey, you know, like, grundling me, I'd be, like, looking at that bear, like, and then I'd kill the bear.
Nice.
Like, with my thumbs in his eyes. And he'd be like,
I gouge, dude. I gouge. That's a good move, dude.
Yeah.
I figure you were just going to be like, so transmit him my disease, and he's going to die a slow, painful death like I am.
Give him the old FDR, dude.
Oh, I know. Oh, no. I had to think about how I would kill a bear way before we talked about FDR.
Like, I was really thinking about this the whole time.
The whole time.
You guys were coming up with all your bear puns. I didn't
Amazing.
figure out how to kill a bear.
I have an amazing theory on how to kill a bear.
Well, there it is, guys. We all, you all know that we're going to kill bears with our bare hands. And
Yes.
They call me Honey Nut Cheerio.
The Honey Nut Cheerio killer.
Honey Nut Cheerio.
Oh, because of my honey nut. Okay, boys. Well, that was our show today. Thanks for tuning in to I Woke Up For This with me, your host, Blaise Kautzman, my co-host.
Me, I'm Marquay.
And then our guest today was Josh Dullea from the Going Hard podcast. Tell them where to find that, Josh.
Listen to that. It's just Going Hard podcast on iTunes and Spotify and YouTube. If you like feet, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this podcast.
Oh yeah, Josh is a big feet boy.
All right, thanks, thanks, Blaise.
Well, we'll see you guys next week.
Yay.
Ugh.